Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. A short episode tungkol sa Ontario at kung sino lamang ang pwedeng maka-access sa social assistance provided by the province. In-update po ng Ontario ang kanilang rules and made it clear that people without valid status, hindi po sila eligible to access social assistance. I'm sure many of you are asking, bakit? Isn't that always the case? Yes, no? Yan po ang ating isi-stress. Itong pag-update na ito, hindi naman po ibig sabihin na all this time before this update ay nakaka-access ng social assistance ang mga walang status. Hindi po, no? It's just that meron pong isang insidente na nag-trigger ng changes na ito. And we actually had an episode on that last July. Ito po yung episode na yan, ano? Yung title sa baba, no status, pero may nakukuha from government. Sa Ontario po yan. Qualified kahit more than 20 years, walang status. Okay, and then you see that news article at the background, no, from the National Post. Ano po ba ang nangyari dyan? In fairness, no, ang bilis umaksyon ng provincial government ng Ontario matapos lumabas tong report na ito. Yung storya po na yan ay based sa isang tribunal ruling kung saan meron pong lumapit na isang walang status, no, more than 20 years na nga walang status. Dumating po siya noong 1997 on a work permit. A few years later, nag-expire, no, yung permit for some reason. So he fell out of status and never left Canada since then. Okay, until a few years ago, he was able to provide and sustain, no, for his needs by working cash jobs. Again, wala po siyang status sa all this time. Ngayon siguro nagkaroon ng problema. Nag-apply ngayon siya ng social assistance under the Ontario Works Program. Okay, ito na nangyari, no? Cut the long story short, inapprove ang kanyang application. Ang nangyari po kasi, ang naging batayan, yung mismong legislation ng Ontario Works, na ngayon nga po ay inamendahan para maiwasan yung mga ganitong sitwasyon. Noon po kasi, ang nakasabi lang po dun sa Ontario Works ay hindi po pwede kapag ikaw ay visitor, tourist. Okay? At kung ikaw ay may hinaharap na deportation or removal order. Ang sinabi po ng caseworker, hindi daw nagpo-fall under tourist and visitor itong nag-a-apply. I guess wala naman kasing active deportation proceedings against him also, so hindi rin siya qualified dun sa pangatlo. Hindi naman daw tourist o visitor, kasi ang definition daw po nila ng tourist is visitor and visitor, ay dapat dumating po sila dito with the intention of staying here ng maikling period of time. Which, if we recall, ito pong taong ito, no, he came in on a work permit and then eventually went out of status. So parang doon po nagkaroon ng issue. Okay, kumbaga technically speaking daw, kung susundin yung linyang yan doon sa regulations noon ng Ontario Works, kumbaga wala siya doon sa listahan ng mga ineligible. Hence, inaprubahan siya. Ngayon, nabalita po yan. Ito ang kagandahan, ano, kapag pag na-expose yung ganitong mga balita. In this case, natulak ang probinsya ng Ontario para ayusin yung loophole na yan. Which, I don't think naman many people siguro actually benefited from it, no? Naalala ko noon, agad naglabas ng statement si Ontario Premier Doug Ford na kung kailangan natin ayusin yung regulasyon na yan, gagawin na natin. At ito na nga po yun. Alright? Now it is clear. This was posted on the Ontario government's website August 13, 2026. Nakikita niyo po, no? Ontario ends social assistance for people living in Canada illegally. The new regulations will protect taxpayer dollars and strengthen the integrity of Ontario Works and ODSP. So yung social assistance referred to here ay yung mga nasa ilalim ng dalawang programa, no? Ito, Ontario Works and ODSP. I believe yung ODSP is for disability benefits, ano? Po dito, the Ontario government is strengthening the rules for Ontario social assistance programs to ensure that only people who are living in Canada legally can receive financial assistance from Ontario Works or the Ontario Disability Support Program. Nandito na po sa ibaba yung detalye niyan. Okay. The province has amended regulations under the Ontario Works Act 1997 and the Ontario Disability Program, a Support Program Act of 1997 to provide clarity on who is eligible for social assistance. Under the updated rules, the following individuals are not eligible for social assistance. So ngayon, klarong-klaro na, okay? Individuals who are in Canada illegally. Ibig sabihin, wala pong valid status. And pangalawa, hindi rin, not eligible for social assistance, individuals authorized to remain in Canada on a temporary basis. For example, those who are here with student visas, work permits, or as visitors and tourists. Yan. Okay. So, bawal rin sa mga nakastudent at work permit. These changes take effect immediately to stop people who are not authorized to remain in Canada from receiving these financial supports, ensuring Ontario's government-funded social assistance programs are reserved for people who meet the province's eligibility requirements. So now it is clear. Hindi po ako sure kung ano po ang sitwasyon sa ibang mga probinsya. We are only talking about the province of Ontario. And now let's go to the quick facts. Okay, other information tungkol sa social assistance sa Ontario. So again, covered lang po nito yung dalawang programa, OW and ODSP. So ang mga applicants kailangan talagang magpakita ng proof of their citizenship or immigration status. Okay? Yeah. So Ontario Works, recipients are supported by caseworkers focused on helping them prepare to participate in employment services, find meaningful employment, and achieve financial independence. Yeah. So that is it, Sabi ko sa inyo, short episode lang po ito. In fairness, sa probinsya ng Ontario, ang bilis po nilang kumilos para ma-address. Ang bilis po nilang umaksyon para ma-address itong naging loophole in a way, dun sa kaso nung napag-usapan po natin kanina. Alright? Let me know what you think about this. I will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!